Assalamu Aleikum everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Fatima and I post Islamic reminders, girl chats, and some get ready with me's. If you're interested in that kind of stuff, please click subscribe so you guys can get more content. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the do's and don'ts of expats. As a fellow expat, I've learned the hard way through my own experiences and from observation what we as expats do right and what we get wrong. So I'm going to be getting ready as I talk about this, so let's go. Excuse my voice, I don't know what I'm going through. I'm sick. So I've done my skin prep. I just have to get my face ready. I've done my skincare, my vitamin C, my eye cream, Vaseline is on. Let's go. So the first thing we want to do as expats is obviously do your research about where you're going. This is after, of course, you've been given the job offer of wherever it is you're going to work outside of the country. You want to do your Googles. So this can include the environment where you're going. If it's a different continent, it's most likely going to be a different country. You want to know about the temperature, the culture, the religion, the language. You want to learn about that stuff. This just better prepares you for what you're going to expect. If it's a different environment, if it's a different temperature, you know what to prepare ahead of time and what to expect with the climate. If you are going to a new place, what you don't want to do is have expectations. Don't expect anything. Reading the experiences and the opinions of other people online is just that. It's their experiences, their opinions, because of who they are and what shaped them. You're a totally different person. You read that and you take that with a pinch of salt, a grain of salt, whatever. You go into that environment with zero expectations. When you have no expectations, there's no way you can be disappointed with where you're going, because you didn't expect anything. You know, if you have no expectations, you have zero expectations, there's nothing that's gonna disappoint you because you're not expecting anything. I said expected way too many times, it started to sound weird. The next do for expats, I would say, is do bring your essentials. Should I even be recording this? I can barely talk. What am I doing? When I say bring the essentials, I mean make sure they're the things that you know you can't live without. You don't want to bring everything. Don't pack everything. It's a waste of space in your luggage. Bring the essentials, the things that you can't live without. So medicine, for example, what I brought medicine because I'm literally always sick. I brought myself my skincare because I know I'm not going to find that here. That's what your research is about. When I said do your research, find out the things that you need if you can find them in this country. My food, like I brought myself my spices. As somebody of an ethnic background, I cook with spices, and there's certain spices that I need in my food or certain spices that I can't live without. If you want to also bring sentimental things like pictures and memories, do not bring everything. Don't bring things you can't afford to lose, like really valuable things or things that are priceless. Like maybe somebody made something for you. They probably made it like with $2, but to you that holds a lot of value, so you don't want to lose that. Keep it at home. Don't bring it here because it can get lost when while you're traveling, or you could lose it in a country that you know you're not going to come back to. Don't risk it. Do not risk it. When you're packing, make sure you do pack smart. For example, like me, if you're coming to a hot climate, there's never a reason for you to bring your fur coat. There's no moment in this country from January to December where I'm gonna need my minus 30-degree winter jacket. No, never. So don't bring it. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your luggage space with that kind of stuff. So the next do for expats is learn some of the language. Learn some of the language to be able to communicate. It doesn't have to be a lot, just something to get by with. If you go to a place where you don't look like the people know you're not from there. So when you're communicating with them, they don't expect you to be fluent. They just appreciate the effort, okay? Do not come into a country expecting everyone to speak English. That is ignorant and very narrow-minded of you. Don't do that. Don't do it. I'm not saying people don't speak English everywhere in the world. People speak English. A lot of people speak English, but not everyone speaks English. Do your best to try to have fun. Like, I don't want to make it all seem like rules and stuff, but you're in a new environment, you're in a new country. Not a lot of people get that experience. Try to enjoy it. That's not something I did in my first experience living as an expat because I was actually traumatized of living alone, but it's something people would love to do if they were in your shoes. So enjoy it. Like, don't overthink it. You're in a new environment, new culture, immerse yourself, submerge yourself in that. Inshallah, that's what I'm gonna try to do this year. You get to live in a world that's not yours, right? It's totally different from yours. Just thinking about it like that, the experience alone is priceless. On that note, like, go ahead, live your best life, but don't be heedless. Don't assume that there's no danger anywhere. Even if you read the little information that you find on the internet, oh, it's such a safe country, you can do whatever you want, you can walk by yourself at night, don't do it. Don't. Because it just takes one mistake or one accident to happen to you for you to regret it the rest of your life. It's not worth it. So if you're gonna go anywhere and you need to go somewhere, go with a friend or send your location. Don't go places that are sketchy alone at night. Don't do it. Don't go on treacherous roads. One very important do for expats. Please do be respectful of the culture. When you go into a new place, don't feel like, oh my god, this is so different, it's bad. No, different isn't always bad. You're in that country, you're with those people who have that culture. Don't be disrespectful. Like, I remember when I was reading a lot of posts about Saudi when I wanted to go there, a lot of the expats who were writing about it weren't Muslims. So they found it problematic that people covered up all the time. They're like, it's really hot, you have to cover with an abaya. Like, everything they were talking about was obviously from their perspective, but you could also see that they had issues with the culture that they were in. That makes no sense. You're there, you're profiting off of that environment, that culture. The least you can do is be respectful. Literally, the bare minimum is to be respectful. When I was reading those, I was like, okay, I get it, but I won't have that issue because Exhibit A, I wear hijab, so being covered isn't going to be something that's going to suffocate me. I don't want lipstick and lip gloss, I just want lip gloss today. Don't be afraid to ask questions. If you want to learn, you need to ask, and it's okay to look dumb. Just ask. You look dumber if you make a mistake without asking questions first. Clarify things. If you're curious about the culture, if you're curious about the religion, if you're curious about the language, if you want to learn, you need to ask. That's why kids learn so fast. They're willing to look dumb and ask like 21 questions. Ask, don't feel ashamed. So living abroad is really cool. It does come with its own challenges, and people who have experienced it totally understand what I'm talking about. If it's your first year living abroad and you're super nervous, I'm excited for you. You're not going to be able to be prepared fully for anything, no matter how much research you do, how much videos you watch, how many articles you read. The best thing to get you ready is to just go in head first. So good luck with that. And that is the end of this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, please thumbs it up, and I will catch you guys in my next video, inshallah. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.